go down to Safari, Properties, and where the hell is my Safari? There it is. And it says I'm live now. Okay, we got to turn off the notifications. Sweet. Do not disturb. Hit that thumbs up button. Morning, Scott. And I'm going to live chat. Okay. And I got to get all set up. My ass is not ready at all. I was busy watching the PPI numbers and stuff. You know what? Let's download this. Share map. Copy. Good, I got it good. We're going to put in boom. Then we're going to save this photo. Copy image. And paste image. There we go. Okay, so I got that going. I do want to get to Seeking Alpha. Bum, 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 bum. Because I do want to compare Starbucks to McDonald's. SBUX. Yeah, that's it. We're going to charting, and we're going to add symbol, McDonald's. 5 year. Okay, there's that one. We're going to go to the 4 hour. Wah, wah, wah. There's still a shit ton that are up. Go girl, what's up? Morning. What up? Since, what is it? NSYNC. I actually used to hang out with that Chris dude a lot with my buddy Justin from NSYNC. That's why I got this kind of hairstyle. I hang with boy bands. Let me move this over like that. Boy, it looks like a lot is up. Coke is down. Netflix is down. We got to talk about Netflix. I think Netflix is a buy. Yeah, honestly, go girl. So here's what I have. I have a good read about Buffett and Munger, which I'll put in the newsletter. You know what? I want the actual link. We're not going to do the Facebook one. We're going to do that. I've got a new indicator from TrendSpider. Let's see. New indicator from TrendSpider. Mara up 10%. Dexcom still moving. Netflix, Starbucks, ARM, Europe prices, UAW, strike at midnight, August PPI, jobless claims, the 10-year bond. That's all I've got. So I didn't love the boy bands. Morning, T-Dog. I was not a boy band lover. But energy's shit. Look, Shopify. I mean, Shopify may be bouncing off. I think it might get down to 60. Do you care? Okay, so say you buy, 100 shares. Well, say you buy 10 shares. $600 is a good amount to put into something like Shopify. For those people who are a little less risk adverse or may have smaller accounts, $600 to me. So you buy 10 shares, okay? 10 shares. And you want to wait till it gets to 60. My point being is that 60 to 62 is not that big of a difference. It's $20. So if you're going to get into something like Shopify, just make sure you have your stop losses tight. You can always buy a bunch on the way down. This gap still scares me, but they got rid of their cost. I mean, they basically gave Amazon the fulfillment. So I have no doubt in my mind this one's a good one. So, okay, we can do the scans now because let me just look at FinViz, front page of FinViz. Let's bring it up. I'll bring up, Scott, I think it was you. Somebody brought up in the private Facebook group about Starbucks, or I'm sorry, NVIDIA insider sales. Well, look, I'll put that in as well. I'm going to put this... We're going to put this macro stuff up here. Macro stuff up there. Individual stock stuff here. Scott, I have some... It was strange. Like I said, that Chris dude, hung out with him. I know I got him into, ESPN got us into a VIP at the Jaguars Steelers game because he's a huge Steelers fan. And I got some good stories. Let's just put it at that. It was weird. I mean, dude, all those guys, it was, 2004, 2005, somewhere in that neighborhood. So it was not in the heyday. It was the heyday of Justin, but nobody else. And so I'll look at NVIDIA. Mara's, listen, I think Mara's coming back. I don't think Mara's done. I think Bitcoin's probably it's getting ready for its second leg. Second leg up. Let's look at some pre-market movers. Stock websites. Pre-market movers. Who's moving up? Avlo Therapeutics is up 25%. First Wave Biopharma up 111%. Novo Integrated Sciences, this one, it's up 11%. AMC up 8%. They're still driving AMC up. I mean, they're still driving there is no hope of AMC. No hope of AMC coming back and being a good stock. What's the news on AMC? Let's see if there's any news. I mean, after they raised $325 million from this sale of the stock in new equity capital, I mean, this is the thing. If you're putting 40 million more shares out on the market, why do people drive the stock price up? $8.14. Where is AMC trading right now? AMC is trading at $8.98. So if they just raised $500,000, what they raised? Let me see. They raised $325 million at $8.14. Why are you paying $8.97? I mean, if the company is willing to sell, millions of shares, why the hell would you buy at a higher price? If they're willing to dilute themselves, why would you do that? I mean, that just makes no sense to me whatsoever. Say Apple comes out and they say, "Hey, we're going to raise some money, and we're going to buy a bunch of shares. We're going to sell a bunch of shares at $158." This stock would sink right down to $158. I mean, why wouldn't the company sell at $174? I don't know. I don't get why you drive the price of that stock up, but have at it, fellas. Let's do some scans. I'm kind of lost and TrendSpider changed up some things, and I'm kind of a little out of sorts on some stuff. I'll look at that one. TRNS. We got AMD. I like AMD. I tell you, I need to add more. Target. I mean, you can't argue that Target is not. It's just the management. And I haven't taken it out because I do think it's a $130 stock, not $122. And I do own, that would mean thousands of dollars in difference. So. Do you have the right shoes? Okay. I thought you were putting my shoes on. Have a good day. Okay. Bye. Okay. Oh, my puppy has a little back injury too. Somebody's going off to work. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. KO. Listen, Coke. I mean, if you want Coke, go to Medellin, Colombia. But if you want Coca-Cola stock, monthly, I mean, yeah, it looks fine. Weekly, yeah, it looks fine. You might touch this 200-day at 56. I mean, it's going to get back to 60. I don't think it's overvalued in the least. Boom. We're going to close that down. TRNS. Let me say TRNS. While I'm in the middle of scans. My ADD is going nuts today. Transcat. Let's see. Hold on one second. Dogs are crying. Do you need your own bed? Okay, hold on. I'll go get your own bed. Okay, there you go. Wow. Wow. Anybody... Wow. Caesars and MGM hacked. And it wasn't a hack. It was somebody let them in. Wow. The FBI is investigating. Why aren't these stocks down even more? Oh, they targeted an employee and third-party vendor. TRNS, let's see. PE's high, Scott. Market cap 884 million. Income 10 million. Not horrible. Looks like it's bumping up. Year to date, up 57%. Great move. 114 is the 52-week high, so you're bumping right up against those 52-week highs. Average price target is 105, so you're higher than your price target. Let's see, Zacks always has crappy stuff. Transcat, steady but expansive growth prospects and a special niche in the industrial instruments control industry make Transcat stock. Transcat distributes test and measurement instruments along with providing accredited calibration services to a variety of markets, including the life sciences, pharmaceutical, largely outperforming the broader index. Transcat has soared 60% year to date, with earnings projected to climb 18% in its current fiscal. That's good, and jump 16%. Total sales are focused to rise 9% in full year. Wow, all of that looks good. Let's see. So it's all Zacks, and Zacks hypes up their own book. Provides calibration and laboratory instruments. Let's see, insiders. August. They were selling a good amount in August as it got closer to 100. I mean, this for the market cap of this company, these are fairly big sales. If we just look at the president and CEO, let's look at his history. He bought a bunch, looks like, 2000 and... Okay, so this is 2023. This is 2022. This is 2021. This is 2020. He bought... Wow. I mean, I guess he had special pricing to buy at $5. But you can see, I mean, he bought a significant amount, $34,000. He was chief operating officer at this time, and he bought $11,000. I mean, he's buying a good amount. Now he's selling a good amount. So I don't think it's crazy. Interesting, though. You haven't sold me, but again, I'm not a guy who puts money into that small cap space very often at all. I like it, though. I don't think it's a bad one, Scott. I think if you know something about that equipment sector, if you know something about that sector in particular, from a high-level perspective, it did not look like a bad stock at all. TrendSpider. So here's TrendSpider. This is TrendSpider. Go girl. You do need to pay for it. It is a paid service. And we'll go over here. Remember, they had huge sales, and they do have huge sales from time to time. You just have to use my link to do it. End of summer sale up to 50% off. Try it for automatically for 7 days. Coupon automatically added. You can see it's $507. They didn't send me an email about this one. It's the end of summer sale. It's on for 3 more days. I'll probably get an email today about it. But $507 paid yearly. If you want to pay monthly, you don't get the discount. So it's $79 a month. You do need the elite level in order to run the algorithms. But what I give you is the algorithms. The algorithms, the watch lists, and the scanners that I use. So it's kind of like if you got TrendSpider just from anybody else and you just signed up for TrendSpider, then you get just TrendSpider. It's a charting software. And you've got to develop your own strategy, software, and stuff like that. What I give you signing up through my link is basically training wheels so that you can use it and you can start out with a system and you can optimize your own system however you want. You can see down here on the left-hand side, well, it's behind my head, but I got a ton of strategies, that I use. These are scanners. I think I give you 4 or 5 scanners. on the list. I'll have to look. But that's the benefit. But yes, Go Girl, it's a paid one. So I get affiliate. I'm an affiliate. I'm a preferred partner with them. I am signing a contract next week with Seeking Alpha. So it's a little bit less expensive and it's a little more automated than TrendSpider, and it gives you more news and things like that. So I think between the technical portion of TrendSpider and the fundamental portion of Seeking Alpha, I think between those two, those are two services that I am going to be an affiliate with. I'm an affiliate with TrendSpider, but I've been playing with Seeking Alpha for, you guys have seen. I use it as part of my system for, years. And they approached me and said, "Hey, let's partner." Bitcoin to 15,000, then 10,000. You crazy Christian. Let me look at Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin to the US dollar is what I do. Bitcoin Diamond. Let me see. I think it's BT. No. I forget which one. There it is. I think it's the Yobit one. Is this it? No. It is, I think. I don't even know what all this means. There's the Moon, BTC Moon. Let's see. Bitcoin. What? No. There's no way you need to do anything. I think you pooped and peed, so you're fine. She just probably took one of your beds. I forget. Is it this one? No. Rather than look it up, I'm just going to continue scanning. Let's go to core investments. You could be right, Christian. I think you could be right. Target TSN Taiwan Semi got a bid. Covered calls. Let's see if any of these. Jeppy had one yesterday, but energy names that we trade. Jim Cramer's on talking about. Well, you've got to do this. Yeah, you got to move your portfolio over here. I know I'm 112 years old, but buy Kodak. Film is coming back. By the way, Jim Cramer yesterday said PayPal is worthless. Load the Brinks truck up. Fucking go all in on PayPal. Yeah, let me bring that up. Load up, boys. In fact, let me go over and look. Because Inverse posted this yesterday. Elon Musk. I think, listen, the Anti-Defamation League, I think they use some crazy tactics. Inverse Jim Cramer. Let's look. Suck after hearing the X news. You're still renting a one-bedroom apartment, saving for a house one day. You've been making payments on your student loans for 2 decades, and the balance still. All of your crypto investments are worth. Life is good. When Jim Cramer recommends your largest position. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to take a screenshot of this. And we're going to put that in here. Oh. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. I do think, I agree with Jim Cramer on this one. The Oracle sell-off, I think it's overdone. I think it's clearly a good buy. But we don't have confirmation. I think this gap absolutely gets filled. Let's go up. I'm not that close, by the way, Go Girl, with crypto that I could confidently say that, oh yeah, it's all because of FTX. I'm just not that close to that sector of the market. Vertex is in a downward. Annaly Capital, that one pays a pretty good dividend. Taiwan Semi, Hershey's got a cross up, man. Lyft. We talked about Lyft yesterday. I gave Lyft a good overview yesterday. I don't have to include it today. If you're inclined in Lyft, you know where I stand. Walgreen Boots. There's no way I'm recommending this one. Can't do it. NASDAQ 100. And then we'll do the S&P, and then I'll get started with this mofo. AMD. We have AMD. I like AMD. I own a bunch of AMD. Let's look at S&P 100. UNP we went over yesterday. I don't need to go over that one. We covered the gap all the way down. Qualcomm. I think Qualcomm covers that upper gap. But what do I know? I'm just a douche on the internet. Since energy's running, let's do the energy sector again. Because I know I have a watch list with the energy names that I trade, but PBA. It's a pipeline. NFG, no fucking good. I love making acronyms in my head to try and remember the stock symbols. Valaris, I think these are all very small cap stuff. And we have, just refiners in the MRO and stuff like that. Okay, let me get over to strategy. We're going to go over to the 4 hour, and we're going to run the 4 hour. We're going to run it on SPY. It didn't change since yesterday. We're just in a holding pattern. Listen, if you bought at 443, you're down at 446. You obviously hit that top of that. There's a gap up here to 456, so I think that's enough I got enough to talk about. I'm going to bring that here. Okay, we'll talk about that. I don't know what notification I have. Oh, somebody new followed me. Yeah. Brad's right. By the way, if you don't follow Stock Market Nerd, he's awesome. He's fantastic. And his analysis of the markets is spot on. Yeah, did you see this? I don't know if anybody saw this. This is New York City sidewalks. This is it. I mean, look at that. You could step on that crack by accident, go and break your ankle. Look at the rusted out pipes. I mean, that's just amazing to me. Look, it's transitory. CPI down to 3.7, CPI up 18.7% since March of 2020. He's got everything holding his fat. That's good. Yeah, it's a scammer. Okay. GigaCast 2.0 Tesla reinvents car making with quiet breakthrough. Tesla has combined a series. The Cybertruck is going to be produced in an amazing way. I think Oracle down. I think it's a buying opportunity. I think Oracle is a great company. And they're fun. Their business, it's not overvalued. I mean, here, let's see. ORCL, 36 PE, but the forward PE is only 17. You got that double top at 127, which is dangerous. I mean, it's trading at 111. I mean, that's what? 111, 16. What's 16 divided by 111? That's 14%. I'd take 14% in Oracle, getting back up to the highs there. I mean, double top's not great, but shit, get out at 10%. Wait for it to drop again. So, I like it. I like it a lot. I'll talk about it. I'm looking more at SPY. Okay. I'm going to hit record now. I got my dogs by my side. My dogs. Woof. Stock market futures are way up. The PPI, the jobless, all that stuff kind of hit. Okay. Good morning. It's Thursday, September 14th. I am back to normal schedule. And my LA trip got canceled. So you got me until the middle of October on a regular schedule, other than like if I take a vacation because I want to go hiking. But yeah, from this day, when the market's open, I'll do a podcast, I'll do a newsletter, I'll do the YouTube live, I'll do YouTube, whole deal. My apologies. I think it's been about a week and a half, maybe a week, since I've been on. And I know I've been getting messages. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I appreciate it. Let's talk about TrendSpider. They just got off that Labor Day sale. And now they got another sale. It was a question on YouTube Live. Do I have to pay for TrendSpider? Yes, you have to pay for TrendSpider. TrendSpider is a technical analysis program. It's a charting program. It is what I use. If you're listening to this podcast or if you're watching on YouTube, it is exactly, I will set you up. So the difference is just signing up for TrendSpider. You kind of get in there. And if you know what you're doing, you can do the, it's not plug and play. You kind of got to know about charting. You kind of got to know about which moving averages you want to look at. You kind of got to know about a lot of things. The difference in signing up just for TrendSpider or signing up through me is I provide you my algorithms, the two algorithms, 65-minute and the 4-hour algorithms. So you can do long-term on the 4-hour, you can do swing trades, or you can day trade 65-minute algorithm. I'll show you both. But I provide you links to those where you import them. I also provide you watch lists. Now, the watch lists that I have are all up here on the right-hand side. You can see there is the core investments, cover to call ETFs. These are the JEPI and SPY and all of those things. Energy names that I trade. This is like Exxon, PXD, Devon, all of that stuff. Levered ETFs. This is TQQQ, SQQQ. It's a huge list. Low-cost Vanguard ETFs. So if you want to just buy and hold and you want to know when to get in, TrendSpider is a great tool to do that. I provide you low-cost Vanguard ETFs. You can use my algorithm to know when to get in. Spider sectors, these are the XLV, XLX, XLK, all of those XL. These are sectors, so the sectors of the S&P. I provide you all of those. I do not provide you some of these because they're personal lists, like this not owned list. I ain't providing you that one. Hell no, I ain't providing you that one. You know why I ain't providing you that one? Because it's risky. These are ones that I have on my watch list that I look at. But if you want to sign up for TrendSpider, the elite level is really what you want. It's 35% off. My normal coupon gets you 25% off. It's 35% off for the next 3 days. 3 days, 15 hours, and 42 minutes. It's $507 for the year. So, and you get a 7-day free trial. That's the great part. Absolutely great part. If you don't like it, just get rid of it for 7 days, after the 7 days. I would suggest it's a Thursday today. If you're going to sign up for it today, because then you got the weekend to play with it. You got the weekend to import all of my my tools and to basically just plug and play. If missing me for the last week hasn't taught you one thing, it is that I may not be around. So you might as well get in on my system and understand, okay, here's point and click on TrendSpider. And it's a great tool. I would not sell it if it was not a great tool. I am in talks with a fundamental website that I'm showing you now. Seeking Alpha. I'll probably sign the contract next week. I've been playing around with Seeking Alpha. I'm going to become an affiliate of theirs. So if you want to wait for a fundamental, I'll have an offer for that one probably next week. I'll sign that. But I have been playing around with it. Remember, TrendSpider is more technical trading. Something like Seeking Alpha, which is free. You can try out the free version. But Seeking Alpha gives you a leg up when you pay for it, in that it's a fundamental look at things. And they have AI in there. They have some portfolio management stuff. So TrendSpider just is a charting software program. So it backtests things. When I talk about algorithms, it doesn't predict the future. It just bases things on the past. So it's a leg up, an absolute leg up. But yes, they're having a sale. So, and yes, you need to pay for it. Let's talk about the S&P. S&P heat map yesterday. You can see Microsoft was up 1.2. Oracle was up 2%. I think we'll talk about Oracle in a little bit, the chart. I think the sell-off is crazy. I agree with Jim Cramer, but we'll talk about that when we get into the inverse Cramer news. NVIDIA up 1.3%. Amazon was the big winner, 2.56%. You can see Schwab, huge loser of late. I'm going to put that down in the list. Let me put that down on the list to go over, because I do not think, I'm holding that one, but probably should have gotten out in the 60s. But yeah, those are the ones that look outstanding to me kind of on this heat map. Let's talk about some of the fundamental news that came out. Europe raised their rates by 0.25. The big news and the reason stock futures jumped in the morning, they indicated they are halting for now. That's huge, because if the ECB is holding and Europe is holding, America probably will pause too. Now, on the opposite side, August PPI, Producer Price Index, was up super high. This means inflation is still running hot because the cost of our goods is actually going up. This may cause the Fed to raise again in September next week. So you kind of got to balance these things. You got to make a determination. Hey, if we actually do halt, that right now the market's pricing in an absolute zero. That the Fed doesn't do anything in September. If they raise, we're probably going to see a market reaction of down. In my mind, that provides an opportunity. But again, through all of these raises, the down one, and then if PPI and CPI are running hot again in October, then we might see an even further rate increase. They have indicated that they want to do the Volcker move, which is just kill inflation. That's their directive, kill inflation. The job market, on the other hand, jobless claims came in at 220,000, 5,000 less than expectations. means the job market is still strong. The 10-year bond, when this was announced, went from 4.22 to 4.27. When bonds go up, equities go down. Just understand that. That is why people recommend a 60-40 portfolio. I do not have a 60-40 portfolio. I hate bonds. I am not even buying bonds at 5%. I probably should be, but I'm not buying bonds at 5%. So that's what it is. I mean, overall, the market is having problems. You can see from the SPY right here, we're in an ascending wedge, but it's just freaking going up and down. These are the rapids. I call them the rapids. If you've ever been tubing on a river and you're just kind of floating there, and then all of a sudden the rapids come up and you got some excitement, and then you get to the end of it. That's where we're at right now. We're in the rapids. And until we get above this gap at 456, we're just going to continue to go. But the good news about SPY and the good news about QQQ, we'll look at the weekly on SPY. You're not even close to the all-time highs, which was January 2022, December. Oh, we've failed to save your workspace. Interesting. But this is SPY up here. You can see 470 something, and we're only at 446. If we go to the Qs and we look at the short term, hold on one second. Oh, I got to re-sign in. That's why they logged me out. Fantastic. We'll go to the default workspace, and we'll go to QQQ. I got to go to the strategy tester, 4 hour. This is basically what you're going to do if you get TrendSpider is you just log in and play with it. QQQ. Here's QQQ. You can see the same as the SPY. This ascending wedge. We're at 374. You got a gap up here to 382. If we go to a weekly, you'll see we're not even showing kind of weakness. We're just above that 9-day. The all-time highs back here in December 2021, 399. So you're about 5, 6, maybe 7% below where your all-time highs are. Your MACD just crossed down. You're just kind of fluttering. It's the rapids, boom, 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 boom. You take a leg down because rivers always flow downstream. So then you had this leg up from January 2023 all the way up to July. It's kind of just fluttered in the same thing. So in my mind, don't deploy big money until you know where we're going. There's no reason to risk stuff right now. You can day trade, you can swing trade, but big money for long term, I just kind of hold off. You do have confirmation in some stocks. Pick and choose which ones you want. Let's talk. UAW is going on strike at midnight. That means Ford. That means GM. That means Stellantis here in this country. It also means Tesla, but it doesn't mean that Tesla is going on strike because Tesla is not a union shop. So I'll go over all of these charts. Ford, GM. I won't go over Stellantis just because I'm not a big fan of Stellantis, but I do think it's a good stock. I just think Ford and GM are traders. I think Tesla is just one that you buy and hold, but I don't buy and hold it. I own through the ETF XLY. But here's Ford. And I do own a bunch of Ford that Webull has given me. And if you haven't signed up for Webull, the link is down below. But Webull has given me a bunch of Ford. I am way down on this because I wasn't allowed to sell it. And there's some rules around stuff. And so I'm still holding it. But you have confirmation here. I mean, you got all the way down to 1196. You're at 1264. We're heading to the gap at 1320 if they go on strike. And by the way, not if, when they go on strike at midnight, because I do think that they will strike, I think the market takes a little hit because the auto industry is a huge, huge industry. There's a reason Obama bailed them out in 2007, 2008. I think 1 in every 11 jobs in this country has some connection to the auto industry. That's how big it is. It's all parts suppliers, all the used people, used car parts stuff. So it's an enormous, enormous industry. And by the way, the U.S. taxpayers actually made pretty good use of that recovery money because they got it back from GM. I wouldn't have bailed them out, but that's just me. They're not a very good company. But here it is. We're going to use this 200-day. As the resistance level. You can see yesterday kind of bounced off up here in the morning of 1291. It hit it exactly 1291. It hit it, didn't kind of hold it, kind of went down, Today in the morning, we'll see in a couple of minutes where it opens up at. It's at 1258 right now. So you're down in this area right now. So you may use that 200-day today. I would expect this one to be down because they're going on strike. So I don't think it's one to get into, but keep an eye on it because if they do go on strike, I would expect a rather quick resolution to it. So I think these two could pop. GM, on the other hand, you got this 32.91. You're at 33.67. You're nowhere close to your 200-day at 35.28. Anybody that knows about EVs knows GM is absolute crap when it comes to EVs. Your volume-weighted average price is about $34, but if we move this back to sometime April 3rd, say, your VWAP is up here at the 235.31. So it's not a bad one to buy. If, you could buy it and hold it around the 200-day and just trade it, because if we go to a weekly, let's go to a weekly and we'll see. See that bar right there? You can see it hits that bar. I put this in a while ago. Probably 2022, I would say, is where I say, hey, it's going to use this as resistance. Well, look at the 200-day. The 200-day hasn't moved. It's using the 200-day as resistance now. So that bar actually moved down. I would say that 200-day at 40 is your absolute resistance. I would probably be selling at 39 before it got to 40 if you're going to trade this one. Now, Tesla, on the other hand, here's the benefit for Tesla. And it's not going to benefit them a ton. But if we have a prolonged strike, Tesla is still making cars. Tesla is lowering the price of their cars. I wouldn't put it past Elon to have a UAW strike sale and promote it some way of that, where he has a sale for the other people that are on site. Hey, if you're a UAW worker and you want a Tesla, I'm going to give you 10% off. Something of that sort, because I know you're on strike and you don't have an income and you might as well have a car. I mean, what puts him over this one? Listen, the guy's the biggest troll that on the internet right now. 271 is where it's trading out. We talk about this all the time. The gap that got up there to 288, gonna get filled. 240 was the buy point. If we look at a long term of this one, if you want to buy and hold, you're just around the 200-day. You can see that 50-day is bouncing off the 200-day. I wouldn't expect a death cross. The last death cross that happened was 2019 when they were talking about bankruptcy. The stock was at 20. If you had bought on the last death cross at 20, you've 100 times your money. Well, 10 times. I'm sorry, 10 times, not 100. Your boy's not good at math. Come on, give me a break. But yeah, so I would not put it past. Now, do I think in 4 years' time that you're going to be at 2,000 per share? I don't think so. I think you might be at, 800, 700. Depends on a lot of factors. But I do think Tesla is moving forward. I think that 50-day coming back down to the 200-day is an opportunity to buy. That would be my thing. Good read about Buffett and Munger. I posted it on the private Facebook group. I'll put it in the newsletter as well. I like this article. It's short, really easy read. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. Epic success is down to 3 key things, Howard Marks says. 3 things. I liked it. I like that one. TrendSpider has a new indicator, the Chande Absolute Trend Strength Indicator by Tushar Chandi. I guess Chandi Absolute Trend. It's an interesting one. Go and watch this video. I'll post it in the newsletter. It is on TrendSpider's YouTube page. I like this. Introducing chats. The Chande Absolute Trend Strength Indicator. Absolute Trend Strength Indicator. I like it. I like this indicator. Again, there's a lot of customized things in TrendSpider that you can do. I like it. It's great. I mean, they don't up your price. You buy it for a year. They don't up your price. It just keeps going kind of the way, and they add a bunch of stuff to it. But this new one, I actually like. Okay, let's talk about some stocks now. So some individual stocks. Mara, it was under 10. Did you get in under 10? Because right now it's up 5% at $10.32. We had a sell. We have not had a buy. I want to indicate The only reason I'm saying this is I've said it for months. Buy it under 10 and sell it over 10. And look, if you bought it under 10 here, you had this huge run up of 60%. I think you buy it under 10. You just had this death cross. So you're definitely taking a chance. Take some lunch money, like Sherry says. Good morning, Sherry. A couple $100. You could make, 50, $60 off of that. It's like betting on a football game. That's what Mara is. But it's under 10. Dexcom, I noticed that Dexcom was moving. We talked about Dexcom. This is the insulin delivery system for diabetics. 101.13, you're at 106. It's got its confirmation. This yellow line that you see up here was where I told my dad, hey, buy it underneath here and sell it over this. So if you bought at 115, probably still holding. If you bought at 105, probably still holding. Bought at 101, I know he's got access to this stuff, so maybe he's buying on all these. He's got a pretty large position in Dexcom. It's worked really, really well. If we look at the weekly on this one, you can see the stock chart. It just came back down to the 200-day. And in 2022, it came down to the 200-day, and you were trading at 74. You went all the way up to 120, 140. So you got close to doubling your money in a couple of years. Pretty good move there. Netflix, it is down. It is down over 5% yesterday. It is down another 1% today at 405. The CFO warned that the ad business is still in its early stages and not material to the business. He warned about this at a conference. He said new subs are steering towards their ad-free business, which makes it harder for them to build the ad business. So good news is they're getting new subscribers at a higher rate. Bad news is they want to build this ad tier, but they don't have enough subscribers to actually build the ad tier. So it's kind of a catch-22. You're at your 200-day. On the 4-hour algorithm here, you're at your 200-day. I've said this many times before. This gap up here to 471, it's going to be filled. It's going to be filled at some time. Do you get down to 350? There's a possibility you get to 350. You can see right now it's using this 200-day as its support at 408. It's below there right now, but it could get under that 200-day. It's a tough business to be in, the streaming business. You got to strike with the writers and the actors. So you have limited content. I know I was on there last night trying to find something. Couldn't find anything to watch. It's all boring. I'm watching some zombie show that looks like it's low cost. But I like Netflix. I'm still holding Netflix at about $420, $430 somewhere is my average purchase price. So if you want it, I think it's buy. I think it's just over the 200-day. Hold on one second. Daisy, stop. Got to yell at the dog. She's crying because she wants me to pick up her blanket. That's all she's crying about. She's not hurt. She's sitting there at her bed, sitting there staring at the blanket, crying. So she just needs to stop. Daddy's got to work. That's what it is. Starbucks. Howard Schultz, who came back in when the company was dealing with, ironically, some union stuff, like the auto workers are working. He announced he's stepping down from the board. And Starbucks kind of took a hit. It's up 0.06. I say buy it under 100. I think Starbucks under 100 is a freaking gift. I think it's a legendary company. Now, what you have to understand, and I did this charting, here's Starbucks trading at 97.01. I charted this one against the S&P and against McDonald's. When you look at a 5-year, Starbucks is up 76%. The S&P is up 53%. McDonald's is up 73%. So long-term, it has been a good stock. The bad news is, look at that middle part. You were up 122%, and you've just slid down. That was since 2021. Now, if we go down to a 3-year on this one, do I have to redo it? Yeah. No. Ooh, it kept it. If we go down to a 3-year, you can see Starbucks here in 2022. They were down. They came back up. Starbucks over 3 years is up 11%. The S&P is up 32%. And McDonald's is up 27%. So short term, you can tell as we shrink down, Starbucks is greatly underperforming everything. The S&P and McDonald's. Starbucks year to date down 3%, S&P up 16%, McDonald's is up 7%. If we go 6 months, Starbucks is down 2%, S&P up 15%, McDonald's up 66.44%. Even 5 days. Look, Starbucks is 0.83%. S&P is only up 0.11, so it's outperforming that, but McDonald's is up 1.18. McDonald's has been the high flyer. If you do this, McDonald's has beaten Starbucks, but for the long term, it's kind of even. So here's the thing in my mind, and think about this from a business perspective. People want coffee. Where are they going for coffee? If you basically want food and coffee, you ain't going to a Starbucks because their food freaking sucks. If they got food in Starbucks that was equivalent in taste to McDonald's, now the Starbucks crowd ain't going to buy McDonald's food. They're going to Starbucks for coffee. It's the ancillary stuff that sucks. So when somebody wants something to eat, they're going to McDonald's. And what are they getting at McDonald's? If they just don't want to, they want to make one trip, they're getting coffee. So they're not going to Starbucks. And what has McDonald's done? They've gotten better coffee. What has Dunkin' Donuts done? They've gotten better coffee. They're getting better at this. So Starbucks has some competition. So it's time for them to step up to the plate and change some things. Get some other stuff in there. And that's essentially their problem right now. I think they're doing a good business. You can see 75 cents per share, 74 cents per share. That's what created this gap. And then they got $1 per share, but they guided lower. And when you guide lower and you expect lower earnings, the market's going to take you down. I wouldn't say buy this right now because you're at $97. You do have confirmation. You could buy it and enjoy the 3% up to 100, but that 200-day is still moving down. I would like to wait to see this 50-day move a little bit more positive. You can see the 9 days moving positive. The 21-day has started to turn around. I'd like to see this 50-day start to move positive because in my mind, it's going to take a long term to get this over this 200-day at 100 and back up to this 110 to 113. So in Starbucks, I like that one. ARM is, I don't think it's open yet, but ARM is the ARM Holdings. This one, there's no candles. It's opening up at 51. It's at the high range. People have asked me, should I get into this one? I say you can trade it if it's got confirmation. Take your profits. IPOs like this have shown they absolutely do not make sense for you to hold. I mean, we went over it yesterday. Look at the Uber IPO. When you look at it from a monthly standpoint, look at when they went public. And look at what happened. You went from 40 all the way down. And yes, it was, COVID, but you went down to $13. I think that's where you're seeing ARM going. I think you'll get into the 40s. You'll be at 51 when it opens up. It's one of the most highly anticipated ones, but I think you'll get down there to 40s. And I think you could nibble on it at 40s. If it's like other IPOs, you might get down to 30s. Let's talk about NVIDIA. NVIDIA doesn't have a buy in the algorithm. Probably going to get one soon. You can see the MACD kind of crossing up here a little bit. The RSI is down at 46. This is from the previous earnings at 372, was providing some support. In my mind, the support right now is at 433. I'll be adding more at 455. I like this one as we get the MACD up on this one. October is an event where they announce some new stuff. I think they're going to blow people away. Just understand, here's what you have to understand. As AMD gets their new chip, as some other people get some new chips in the market that are AI focused, that's where you get competition with NVIDIA. Right now, the past two earnings, where they earned $1.09, where they earned $2.70, they have pricing power. Nobody is competing with NVIDIA right now. They have pricing power. They won't have that forever. So what you want to do is you want to take advantage of that. When they announce new stuff in October, that stuff probably isn't coming out until, next year at the earliest, if not the following year. So when they announce new products, it takes a while to get into the ecosystem. So just to understand, insiders, here's what I really wanted to show you. If we go over to FinViz and we look at NVIDIA, and we go down to the bottom, the CEO, Jensen Huang, he's selling a bunch. I mean, he's selling a lot. You can see September 5th, 14 million. On September 6th, 14 million. On September 7th, 14 million. On September 11th, 14 million. On September 12th, 14 million. These are scheduled, and it's basically he's taking his salary. I mean, you know, the guy's a billionaire. Give him some money. He hasn't sold in the past. I don't think this is anything necessarily to be worried about. You can see he's selling on the way down. They're scheduled. That's not what you want, is to sell on the way down. But he's releasing a bunch of shares out there. It's putting pressure on the stock. That's a lot to sell. It's a kind of news to the market. Again, you're up year to date 211%. So understand, if you buy this now at 450, you know, my hope is that you're at 500 sometime between now and next year. It's a 10% move. You could take it, but the valuation is enormous. The PE is 109. Forward PE is 27. They're going to need to continue to grow at the pace that they are. The average target price is 623. The most recent upgrades, August 24th, 745 and 600. So significantly above where they are now. So I like this stock. I'm going to own more of it. I'm going to buy more of it. Let's talk about Schwab. The financials have not been performing. Bank of America is just under 30. Bank of America is at 29. God, TrendSpider is a little bit slow right now. Let's highlight this one. Or it's my internet. I don't think my internet's bad because I'm still live on YouTube. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. But TrendSpider's bad. Let me hit the pause button real quick. I'll be right back. God, I hate when I have to edit this shit. Why is TrendSpider? Let's close this down. Let's get back to TrendSpider. I wonder if TrendSpider is actually down. This ain't good. Let me look. Oracle gap down to 104. Too much FUD in crypto. I don't know. Deferred maintenance, government taxes. Takes our tax dollars, not spending it where they're supposed to. They should be in jail. Oh, I hate politicians. Oracle has to break out up. I agree. Lucas! Morning, Sherry. Ads are super annoying. I mean, Scott, I stream. Right now, I stream everything. I absolutely stream everything. I mean, absolutely everything I stream. I'm waiting for TrendSpider to get back up. Reason not signed in. Let me type in trendspider.com. Alert, alert, alert. TrendSpider is down. Let me see if it's working in Chrome. Where's my Chrome? There we go. Don't allow. Oh. See you, Sherry. Good luck with the move. Yeah. Of course it's working in Chrome. There we go. Oh, it's working here too. Launch. They may have just applied an update. There we go. Sherry, I'll have everything edited together so you can watch. Just remember, I forget. Probably at the 20-minute mark or something. I don't exactly know where. We were going to do Schwab. Okay. Let me get into, let me quit Chrome. Quit Chrome. There we go. Schwab. Sorry about that. TrendSpider took a hiccup. Probably playing an update. They are, what's it called? Scrum or whatever, product management stuff. Agile. They're agile. So essentially they do updates on the fly. They probably shouldn't do it during the thing, but maybe we had a little hiccup. Not sure exactly what happened, but everything's back to normal. We were talking Schwab. Schwab, you got June 28th, $55 buy here. You kind of just capitulated after earnings, up 15% gain August 11th. So from June 27th to August 11th, made a nice 15%. You could have gotten out even higher if you didn't wait for the algorithm because you were just capitulating right here. I thought it was going another leg higher, but the Bollinger Band cinched up. You can see right there. And boom, we went almost a week, August 11th down to August 24th. You went from 65 to about 58. You're sitting at about 59. You're using 60 as kind of your kind of push-off point. You're using the 200-day as support right now. The 50-day is negative. You're touching the 50-day, the 9-day, and the 21-day. I don't know if I'd get into this one now, but I do think under 60 is a good price for this one. The problem is you just have more bank issues. Like I was saying, Bank of America. There's a couple that I own. Bank of America, under 30, buy it. It's up 1% today at $29.29. I think anything under 30, you can absolutely buy that one. Goldman Sachs, I think you can buy this one at $337. We talked about Goldman Sachs being a great buy down here at closer to $300. $324 was the buy-in on that one. As far as financials goes, Morgan Stanley is one that I own. Morgan Stanley is one that has run up of recent. Again, just like everything else with the last earnings, it ran up to 94. It's at 88. Got beaten down. I own Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is WFC. This one is one of Warren Buffett's favorite ones. I think it's anything close to 40. If you buy it, like I said, under 40 was a great price for this one. You could have sold it up here at 48. I mean, buy it 37, sell it 48. Great price. You got this gap up here at 44. It's at 42 right now. I own this one as well. Let's talk about a fintech one. Jim Cramer, and I'll put this, do I have it still up? Let's go to the inverse Jim Cramer. The inverse Jim Cramer account. Inverse. Oh, why am I not typing correctly? Because it got my fingers on a different. Okay, it's a little slow. You know what I've found? Most of these websites don't like Safari. I love Safari. But here's the quote. Jim has loved PayPal for 2 years at $200, $250, and even $300. Now at 63, he doesn't want to own the stock, and it's a value trap. Yeah. Load up, boys. We ride at dawn. Let's load up. I mean, here's, we're going to close that one. Let's go to PayPal. Because he's right. The stock has just been a horrific, loser. But you have the cross up at 63.48. You're at 63.57. In my mind, I think this gap even up here at 83 to 85 is in target. Now you have a new CEO coming in. I think this is a great opportunity to get in. Don't expect this one to be at 120 anytime soon. I think this one you take your profits when you can. You can see the buy-in here at 59, and then you had a 2% profit. You could have gotten your, up here at 63. You could have gotten your 4 or 5% profit. I think you take profits on this one when you can. I do agree with the inverse that this is a time to buy, not to sell. Jim Cramer's out of his fucking mind. Now, inversely, I agree with Cramer that the Oracle sell-off is overdone. Buy into this one. I've liked Oracle since 60s. I mean, I've been bringing it up as a podcast favorite. I don't even think I have it in the core portfolio just because it's been one of those that it hasn't participated a ton. Today, it's up 1.69%. You're at 113. I think you fill this gap to 125, and I think you take off again. Now, we don't have confirmation. We're below that 9-day. We're below the 50-day. We're using this 200-day at 111 as your support. That's your support right now. You can see it broke through there. But anytime you break below that 200-day, you have been rewarded in this stock. Let's take this back. This is a 4-hour chart. The last time it broke below that 200-day, March 16th. Boy, does that look familiar? Where it just breaks below and then it takes off. That was at 82. 82. That was just earlier this year. The other time when it broke below the 200-day, September 2022, to only go down to the October lows at 62. You've doubled your money since October of last year. 1 year, you've doubled your money. So when it goes below that 200-day, doesn't mean it's always going to, go back up. Maybe that 200-day winds up going negative, and we're just in a long-term bubble kind of thing. But I think this company is poised to be a very good company. They are taking Uber from on-premise to cloud. They have a ton of AI stuff. You can see, here's the October lows, October 2022. And you're nowhere near your 200-day. But on the short-term chart, you're on your 200-day. Your 50-day still moving positive. This is a weekly chart, by the way. So I think I agree with Kramer. This one's overdone and you can buy into it. I like that one. Let's talk about the scans. And what do I mean when scans? I use my scanner in TrendSpider to say, okay, what are the bullish stocks that I want to buy into right now? Which one does the algorithm say on the current candle you should buy into? AMD 107. I bought in at 109. It's using this 200-day as its kind of resistance and support. It's just kind of fluttering all the way since August 15th. 1 month, it's fluttered between 101, it used 100, and 110. So you can use this one to continually buy in. You could day trade this one. You could swing trade this one for a nice 5-6% gain. AMD I like. One that I am taking out of the core portfolio, but it is in the S&P and it is in the NASDAQ, and I think it's not in the Dow, but it's Target. It has a cross up here at 122. Now, I said at 124, I was holding on to it. I'm still holding on to it. I just don't want to sell into weakness. I just think that this stock is just overdone and it's beaten down too much. Yeah, their management sucks, and that's why I'm taking it out of the core portfolio. But I am still holding on to this. I think my average purchase price is around 111. But if we take a look at a weekly of this one, take a look at how much this one has pulled back. You are back to June 2020 levels. June 2020. That's about when I bought this. I think I bought it about 111. So I've held on to this for 3 years. And I was up. I mean, we're talking a nice 259 was the price. You're talking 100% gain. I believed in it. Through this entire downturn, I believed in this. And yes, they had this death cross, and I should have seen it. Should have sold at that death cross at 166. But I didn't think it was going to hold. It's held. Management is just shit in this one. So at some point, I'm taking my money and I'm going to run, but it's not right now. Coke has a cross up. I talk about this all the time. It's under 60. We had a cross up yesterday or a couple of days ago at 58. Cross up today at 58. 58.33 is where you're trading. It's down 0.19. This will go back to 60. Absolutely, it will go back to 60. That 50-day is still turning negative. There's some negative things on this for cost and recession and blah, blah, blah. Just buy it, compound it, throw a bunch of your money in there. Don't make it your largest position. You'll underperform in Coke, but good dividend, safe stock to buy for the long term. Qualcomm. Qualcomm had a cross up yesterday, 113.44. I think Qualcomm has a really good chance. It will get some resistance at this 200-day, like you saw. Here's September 5th. It's going to have some resistance at the 200-day, which is 115. But I do think that this gap between 122 and 128 gets filled. They are providing the 5G chips for Apple through 2026. You saw that bump. Good news means good stock price, so I like that one. TSM. New chips were announced for the iPhone. New chips were announced for the Apple Watch. So you've got some opportunities here for Taiwan Semi to make some new chips, blah, blah, blah. 91.22, buy it under 100. It'll get back over 100, I'm telling you. The only reason Warren Buffett sold out of this, he said, it's not worth the risk to invest in Taiwan right now. But, I mean, we need them. It's not like Intel's coming out with a huge thing, a huge plant to build in the next 6 months. It's going to take years for that. Years. And, right now, Intel, This was the buy. I mean, look at the button hook. You're seeing it right now, 38. You're seeing the button hook come out, but that 50-day is still moving up. That 200-day is still moving up. This is a positive moving stock. But Taiwan Semi is the one with the cross up. And the final cross up is SARK. This is the Innovation ETF short. So it shorts ARKK. So the belief is in my algorithm that you're going to short ARKK. You can see this one had a buy in here at 33. Got a nice 8% gain. Buy in at 33. You could have sold when it hit the 200-day at 39. That's a 20% gain. Even if you listen to the algorithm, it's 10% gain, 8.19. So there's some opportunities in the market. I'll be back tomorrow. I am probably going to buy a couple today. So I would say if you don't follow me, go to Linktree daily stock pick, linktr.ee/daily stock pick. Here's all my links. You can get TrendSpider. So if you click on this one and then you go to the pricing, plans and pricing, you'll see you'll get the best pricing that you have. Like today, it's up to 50% off. Even though my link is supposed to get you 25 on a regular day, you got the summer sale. So click on my link. Understand that if you click on my link and then you sign up, you have to just send the process is click on the link, sign up, and then send me an email. Well, where's your email address? It's right here. Right here. You just click on that. It's dailystockpick3@gmail.com. So that's how to get TrendSpider. Sign up. Boom, boom, boom. Join Webull. And if you don't want to pay for TrendSpider, Webull has the best desktop software for charting. You can do 4-hour. You can do a lot of things in Webull. There's a lot of things you can't do, like back testing, creating algorithms. But you can scan. You can do watch lists. You can do all that in Webull. I don't provide you any of that, but if you click on that link, you get free stocks. Just deposit anywhere from $3 to $3,000 and you get stocks. My Webull account, so we know, I put $1,000 in there at the beginning of the year. My Webull account right now, $2,300. I think it was up at 25, but Apple has taken me down. Apple is by far my largest position. I'm up 22% on Apple. Caterpillar, I'm up 6%. I still hold Boeing. I am down 2% on Boeing. I was up like 10% on Boeing. So keep an eye on that one. And down, next one is the Daily Stock Pick newsletter. It's dailystockpick.substack.com. I provide a free newsletter every day with everything that I talk about on the podcast. So sign up, dailystockpick.substack.com. The paid newsletter is just weekend stuff where you get some education. If you want to support me, just sign up for the newsletter. It's $8 per month or $80 for the year, whichever one you want to do. I think it's pretty good. I get some pretty good feedback on that one. If you're paying any more than, I think it's up to $30 a month. I think they did that. Visible right here, $20 off your first month. Just sign up. I use Visible myself. Again, the things that I point to you guys, it's things that I use myself. I pay for Visible. Join and get $20 off your first month. Use that link. The next link, if you're in the market for a Tesla, say I made you, a couple $100,000, go buy a Tesla. Go buy a Tesla. I don't know why the access is denied. I'll have to look at that. Maybe the link isn't working, but I'll look at it. I'll get it up there. Go and look at that link. Savvy Trader. And this was what I was saying is I'm probably going to do some trading. SavvyTrader.com/daily stock pick. I have two portfolios. There's a trading portfolio. 30 days, I'm down 0.46%, probably because of Sedge. Let's look. We'll go here. Let me sign in. dailystockpick3@gmail.com. We'll sign in here and we'll look at my portfolio. Trading portfolio. This is the one. And let's go over to all. What this does, this is the greatest journaling program. So you can see AMD, I'm down 3%. DraftKings, I'm up 8.61%. NVIDIA, I'm down 2%. PayPal, I'm up down 7%. Netflix, down 7%. Uber, this is the allocation, how much. AMD is my largest position. SMCI, I'm down 2% at 271. I think that one's going to cover a gap. I'm up 11% in Shopify. I'm up 9% in Palantir. So you can see, just based on allocation, I'm kind of even on Uber. Ulta, I'm down 9.68%. Should have bought ELF. Should have bought ELF like Sherry did. But if you want to follow me, what it does is it will put out, if we look at the history here, you'll get in your email when I trade. So if I'm doing anything, that's a great one to follow. Savvy Trader. There's my YouTube. There's a thing. If you make money, all I ask is you can gift me with Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, whichever one you want. If you don't have PayPal, sign up for if you don't have Venmo, you can sign up for Venmo here. That's my personal one. I like Venmo. It's my favorite. So you got everything there. I will be back tomorrow. If you have any questions, hit me up. Thanks, you guys, for your patience. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Scott, man, you and I both. I remember sitting there flipping channels during commercials. Where you saw a commercial and you flipped the thing. I don't even use the freaking remote control now. I turn on streaming, like Netflix or something like that, and I just freaking stream away. Let me go get my laptop and toss these 2 files over, and then I got to edit that shit. Dude. Okay, everyone's okay? What is that? Did you throw up? Oh. Somebody throw up over here? Or is that just you laying down and you got somebody threw up or something here? That's pee. Who peed? Who peed? Daisy, was that you? You little shit, you peed. You peed because I didn't get up. That was just you being nasty to me. That was 100% you being nasty. Just because I wouldn't get up because you cried. Okay, we'll put the bleach down. Now the two of you should be coughing like crazy. Yeah, so remember the dog was crying? Fucker peed. Okay. I'm going to... And let me fuck with that Tesla link too. These two... Share. Airdrop. Oh, what is going on? How do I turn? Oh no. What did I do? Let me see. I think I gotta plug in. Let's see. I gotta plug this in now. Ah, fuck this up. Let's see if we can plug this in and have it not just charge, but there we go. Okay. MacBook Pro. Take this out. What happened was I turned off Bluetooth. And then all of a sudden, okay, we're gonna done. Gonna move that to trash. Gonna move these to trash. Okay. We're gonna expand that. Expand that. Scott, name a. I mean, what was the last network show, not news, not sports, that you actually watched? I mean, I can't name a big network show that I actually enjoy watching now. And I mean CBS, NBC, Fox, or ABC. Not like a Netflix show or something like that. But I can't name one. Let me look at this Linktree link. Turn up the display. LINKTREE. Log in. And why is the Tesla link not working? By the way, if you're here, hit the thumbs up button if you haven't. Use my referral link. Copy. Paste. You don't have permission on this server. Tesla. Let's see. Refer and earn. Refer now. Let's do the MacBook Pro. Okay. There we go. I have to do this. Copy. Paste. Okay. Now let's see. Let's see if this Linktree works. We're gonna refresh. There we go. Boom. There we go. Okay. And episodes. I have to go back in and edit these. Update episode. Let's go to YouTube. And you know what I'm going to do? I've got to edit that. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Nobody watches crap on TV anymore. A friend just texted me a picture of the podcast. That's hilarious. Okay, I'm out of here because I got to go edit some stuff on this computer. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I'll put this up in a little bit with the newsletter. See ya.